Hello everyone, welcome to Cybrosys Technologies. In today's video, we'll be discussing about the new features of Odoo 19 planning. So let's dive into the planning module. Before that, first let's move on to the employee module. And from here, you would be able to find all the employees and let's filter the employees or let's group the employees based on their working hour. You can just move on to the custom groups and here we have the option called um, working hour. So here we have the working hard, and let me filter, and you would be able to find different employees over here. I mean, the employees which are working under different working hours. Okay, now let's see how these are planned in the planning module. So let's move on to the planning module. From the planning module, you would be able to see all the plannings and the resources which have been done. And currently, we are in the Gantt view, and you can see that I would like to add uh, yeah, a planning for the employee uh, or the resource continuity tester. And let me move on to new. And here you can see that we can just assign any sales order to the right people based on the rules and availability. Upon clicking on new, here you would be able to see that we can just add the resource, that's the continuity tester, and we can just add the role. So let's say the developer. And as we just choose the role as developer, here we can find the shift. So let me add the shift, which is 8 to 12. And once, if you want to change the shift, you can also change that. As I just change the shift here, you can see that the changes that are taking place will be visible over here. So if you want to save this as a template, you can save it. And you can see shift is saved as a template. And if you want to save it, you can save it. And you can find the changes that has taken place over here. Now, upon choosing it, you can see you can also click on edit button. And if you want to make any further changes over here, you can also just do with it. Now, upon moving on to the other shift here, you can see that we have, we can add the planning over here. Like we can just go ahead with the templates. Okay, so here you can see I have a template called 8 to 12 management, and I'll be choosing it, and you would be able to see that. And now, upon moving on to the actions, here you can see that we can just copy the previous week. And here currently we have just copied all the previous week shift, and likewise we can also just do the auto planning. So once the auto planning is done, you can see that open shift and sales order is being assigned. And if you want to print this, you can just use the print button so that that will be printing in a PDF. And likewise, you can also just manage with the preview. So if you want to preview with the employees, you can just go over here. So as you just choose a particular employee, this employee has no published shift. And if you want to just go ahead with the other one, you can just see it over here. So currently you can see the shift which has been published. So this shows all the open shift and request to shift as well as my shift, and everything will be showing over here. You can also do further filtrations over here. Okay. Now let's back to the planning module. And in the planning module, we can also just publish the shift. So upon clicking on publish, you can see that we can just publish and send the shift by email. So this will set the period, as well as this also shows the open shift. And these are the employees to whom we are just going to publish and send the schedules by email. So upon clicking on publish and send, what happens is that we'll be giving the, we'll be sending a mail, and the employees can view the mail and do the further. So here you can see no email address for some of the employees. So if we don't have email address for certain employees, it's not possible to send or publish their shift. So here you can see that we have to define a work email address for the following employees so that they will receive the planning. So there are few employees, and where they are missing their email address. So let's discard it and let's save and send schedule. So as these employees do not contain any work email, we are unable to do that. So let me provide aksa@gmail.com, then chariot gmail.com and oza@gmail.com. Once it's done, you can save and send this. So here you can see that we have scheduled to send the shift to the employees, and they can just view it from their mail. Now you can also just get a new planning report. Upon moving on to the planning reports, here you can find the planning analysis where you can just add the measures. So you would be able to see different measures. So let me add every measures, and you can find the allocated time in percentage uh, and in count. If you want to add more measures like the department, you can just add it. And here we have the manager. Then if you want to furthermore add the resource, you can just add it. And here we have the sale order, then the role, then we have the sale order item, then finally moving on to the company, then we have the start date, and like we can set the start date and end date, and we can also just go ahead with the custom filters. Currently we are in the pivot view, and we can also just move on to the graph view, and this shows all the details of the employee in the planning analysis. Finally, we are moving on to the rental app integrations in Odoo 19. Now let's move on to the planning integration with the rental module. So first, let's move on to the configuration, and let's consider the materials over here. So I have created a material called um, uh, the steam cleaner one, with the name and the role is being given over here. So if you want to create a role, it is easy to create a role from the configuration itself. You can just move on to the configuration and choose roles over here. So this would allow you to create the role where you can provide the name, the resource, and if you want to just view it, you can just move on here, and you would be able to see that we have given certain details such as the service. So service, under the service, we just need to provide the service product. Someone creating the service product, what you have to do is you just need to ensure that you have provided the rental options under the product. Now let's move to the rental module, and I'll show you the product, which is a steam cleaner. So here you can see that the product name is steam cleaner, and it is having a type as service, and we will be having a plan service as steam cleaner role, and this will plan shift for your orders for employees who have this role. And once it's done, what you have to do is you just need to enable this feature, then only you can just manage with the rental prices. So the rental prices will be based on the daily renting. So daily the customers has to just give a rent of $50 over here. And if you just want to publish it in the website, you can also publish, and you just need to ensure that it has been published, and currently it's available over here. Now let's move on to the planning module itself, and from the planning module, under the configuration, as you just move on to the roles, here you can see that we have a field over here. So upon clicking on view, here you can see that we'll be able to see the synchronize shift and rental order. So this create the rental orders for your shift, and orders for the product linked to the role cannot be confirmed if no resources are available to handle the shift. And in the website, users cannot select the dates when no resources are available, and the order rental period and the shifts are synchronized. So once this feature is enabled, then if this steam cleaner is occupied by any of the employees or any of the role, then we'll not be able to rent this product on the occupied date. So if you just want to manage like that, you just need to enable this feature. Now what you have to do is you can just move on to the planning. Upon moving on to the planning, we can just get the products based on by resources. So here you can see we haven't added the product over here. Now if you want to just add the product, you can just add the resource over here. So the resource is steam cleaner. Okay, so I would like to add it, and here you can see the role, and currently it does not have any sales order. You can also set the date. So I would like to set the date from here, and let's allocate the time. Okay, so once it's done, you can save it. And if you want to create a new order, you can also create a new order. So let me save it. So once I save it, you can see that it will be created over here. That's the steam cleaner. And you can see that it's been occupied over here. So currently you can see this will not be available on today's date. If you want to make any further edits over here, you can also just do that. Now let's move on to the rental module. From the rental module, I would like to move on to the website of the product. So here you can see that currently when we just try to get the product on this date, okay, on 5th, you can see that the product is not available for the following time period because it's already been occupied. Now, if you want to just get the product, you can just change the date over here. And if you're just changing the date, then you will be getting the product. So let me set it. Let me set the date. And as we have just enabled the synchronization field, we'll not be getting the item to just purchase on, to rent on the same date. But when you just change the date, you'll be getting. And here you can see that the price for renting the steam cleaner for 1 day is $50. And you can just add the item and just view it in the card, and you can just proceed with the checkout. So that's how we manage with the rental in planning. So these are some of the new features that you can find under Odoo 19 rental modules. So that's all for today. If you find this video informative, please do like, share and subscribe our channel. If you want Odoo customization, Odoo implementation and Odoo tutorial videos, feel free to contact Cybrosys. And thank you for watching the video.